Fine. There you go. There. Okay. There it is.
This is a
Good to
demonstration
go?
of
Good to go. We
Wirecast.
are live.
All
Here
right.
we are.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here on a pretty crazy day, I think, so far.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a wild night overnight for the offline market, and it's been a rough day.
Yeah, I agree.
A wild day.
Stocks, indexes have all been down about 1.5 across the board. S&P's currently, if you want to take a look, and we'll get to the platform in a
This is a
second.
demonstration
Just
of Wirecast.
log on to Thinkorswim here.
You want to go to which one right now?
That one, that's right.
Okay.
All right, let's bring it up here. All right. Thinkorswim dashboard here. And if you guys can see, we'll take a look at flexible grid here. So we can get a feel for the market. And we'll start with the indices. All right, a little bit of a rally into power hour. Most of the indexes were down 1.5% for most of the day. The S&P has rallied about 0.5% in the last 30 minutes, up to 38.61 SPX. NASDAQ still trading not too close to its lows. Let me get to the daily chart here so we can. There we go. NASDAQ also running it up. Let me just get to the charts here for the daily. All right. Yeah, so it looks like most of the major indices have sort of been trading off their lows the last 30 minutes, just as we started power hour here. Bouncing off right around the 50-day moving average. Let me get in there a little bit more. Yeah, right at power hour, right at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m.
Seems to have showed up.
Most of the major indices have rallied. You have the Russell trading now in the 1760s, 1761 and a half. Looks like the Russell's making a bid here. Shooting up. Let's take a look at the portfolio. Before we start, Kandakar, you were making some trades.
Yeah.
You were in the Ethereum market last night, overnight.
Yeah.
So take us through that while I walk through. Yeah, we'll go ahead and look at the Ethereum chart.
Let's do it. Yeah, last night was rough. I was actually up and awake during this time, and I just saw the notification that it shot down.
That was at like 2 in the morning, about 2 a.m.
4. No, 4. It was like
4 a.m.
I believe so. It was 4. Yeah. And
yeah,
right
you can see right at
3:34. Yep.
3:30.
Exactly 4, pretty much.
Yeah, that's when a lot of volume came in at 3:30.
And we know what happened, at this time. So something like this, where you see it just shoot down, it's obviously some sort of large market movement that's moving the price at the moment.
Could be news related, but this one was not news related. It was technical related. There we go. So a lot of volume. You see a sick amount of volume enter the market, starting at 345, 350, and really culminating right at 359. If you go to that marker right there, that huge volume, right at 359, it really just sealed the nail in the coffin on that last like a 5-minute drop. Yeah. So what happened at that 340, 350 mark?
So a lot of futures and options contract pretty much expired, and it was about $117 million worth of Ethereum that got sold off at the same exact time. So I guess it just reached a target point for a lot of people, and they decided that's the time for them to get out. But I mean, it caused a huge market movement, and pretty much took away all the momentum that it gained over the last couple of days. It still, if you look at the chart, if you look at the chart and we zoom out a little bit, it really, the day chart only. Let me get the last from the pivot point, it really still hasn't broken through. You know, it's in a support point, but it really hasn't broken through anything crazy yet for us to be really worried. It shot down faster than it should have,
This
but
is a
considering how
demonstration
much
of
movement
Wirecast.
we made overnight, that's
Mhm.
it's okay. It's not really a good sign, but seems to held up over here. Another support point from right back here, so this is pretty strong
When
now.
is that support point? That's
This is
the end of November.
Yeah,
11/28.
Yep, end of
That's that
11/28.
That's so sort of we're testing that support point just as December's coming in. A lot of volume you see towards the end of November, 11/29, 11/30, and into the start of December. There's a lot of volume there. So you see a lot of supply that people have accumulated starting the end of November going into December.
Even right here,
All of those
buying pressure.
All of those wallets that accumulated Ethereum on those times were showing profits until you see, was it last night?
Yeah, pretty much last night ate away all the profits. I mean, it was pretty fast downturn. This is on 13th, end of 13th, 11:30. Yeah, yep. So it was expected to go down, which is exactly what it did. Supported a little bit, came right back down, broke this resistance point, which would typically make it go down further more, but then shot down instead. And once skips straight to this support point right here. So, I mean, the news kind of makes sense if we
Let's check the volume. Really, it's
insane.
It is
insane. That's a lot of movement in one day. The market capital for crypto, all in general, I mean, Bitcoin kind of is in the same boat.
Mhm.
Shot down as well. The market capital for crypto in general shot down about $200 billion. So, not the best time for the crypto market, but I mean, since it shot down so fast, just like how we were talking about before for the swing traders, for people to take advantage of these high volatility, this high price movement in short time spans, this was a good time for you to enter real quick, and maybe get a little bit of benefits, ride the retracement right back up, get out, make a quick 5%, 7%, whatever it may be, and wait for another entry point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check the news, see if anything crazy happened besides
this is a demonstration of
all that Ethereum moving wallets.
If we could pull that, if we could find that article too, that would be good. I'd like to show.
Yeah, on that one. So Elon still selling Tesla stock.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't.
Yep.
He said that was it. I have the amount of money that I need to cover my Twitter deals and any other investments. And the last 3 days, he unloaded, was it another 20 million shares in the last couple days? So that brings him just around the $40 billion mark in shares sold the last 6 months. And Tesla has been taking a beating today, specifically. Let me just take a look at Tesla. Tesla was holding up strong yesterday. I think it was the strongest stock yesterday. And since that time, it's been getting hit pretty hard. So yeah, Tesla looks a lot like Ethereum. Tesla, let me get on Tesla here. Okay, so let me just set this up here. Alright. No, actually, I wanted details.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Yeah, Tesla getting hammered today. Down almost 4.5%, down $7. Tesla kind of outperformed, I think, yesterday the most of the market. And today it has come back for a vengeance.
A little lag.
Yeah, a little bit of a lag, and Elon selling all the shares, finally hitting the market. A lot of supply hitting the market out of nowhere. So yeah, that's a tough one. Ethereum. Yeah, there you go. Not a lot of news. You have another one. Ethereum whale moves 24,000 Ethereum. A lot of whale movements of Ethereum. Was that noon today? So you were talking about last night.
We did see Donald Trump's NFT collection selling out. I mean, that's a nice way to make $4 million, right?
Yeah,
just mint a whole lot of NFTs and just sell it out as a card.
45,000 units.
Demonstration of
Yeah.
Wirecast.
Yep.
Sold.
For $100 each, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But that is wild. I mean, all you need is a celebrity face, and if you make a nice little card, nice little NFT, and it's a nice little pump and dump for you.
4.5 million in 12 hours.
Is there even any utilities behind that?
I don't know. I didn't really look into it too much. I wasn't gonna give it out as a Christmas gift.
Yeah,
I don't have anyone that I think would enjoy that. Maybe a couple people would enjoy a Trump NFT.
This
I
is
saw
a
some of them. They're
demonstration
pretty
of Wirecast.
scary.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't buy it. That's for sure.
It's funny. Yeah. So let's take a look back at the platform. Bring up. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Ethereum having a tough go at it. You see he's bouncing back, going into 15 minutes before the market, and it's going on a little run. Let's see where we open today.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, tough go hitting the 38.5 handle. Let's see today. Yeah, making a bid in the last 30 minutes or so. Yeah, really just the last
This is a
15
demonstration
minutes.
of Wirecast.
Really making a bid to the end of the day, but I still think, we're going to have a little bit ways to go. I think we're going to hit 36 before we hit 41. So equidistant up or down, 250 points to the upside, 250 points to the downside.
Yeah.
I think we hit 36 flat before we hit 41 again.
That is fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it started the day.
This is a demonstration
Here.
of Wirecast.
Overnight trading, overnight futures. The overnight futures, if you were paying attention last night, I did take a look at the futures last night, and it kind of predicted how the market would go and how it would open. But I don't think anybody really saw a breakdown past the overnight lows. Happened at around 6 a.m., and boy, it hit that overnight low, and it really tested the bottom. It came back up a little bit of a retracement, but really at Euro close, which is right around here, right there, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, when the European markets close. I think it really cemented the day, and you do see it bouncing back and showing a little bit of a strength to end the day, but I don't think the bottom is in.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem a lot more hungry towards the downside, and there's a lot of good buying pressure right towards the end, but we just covered all the other stocks and we saw why. That's pretty much why we're seeing that.
Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at the portfolio. I've been pretty active today.
Yeah.
Made a lot of trades. Yeah, I closed a couple trades. I finally got to manage two trades that were going against me for the bulk. Basically, the entire time I put on the trade, I put it on about 35 days ago, and I've had to hold them basically all the way until expiration. Today was the final day, so let's take a look. And I'm talking specifically right now about my Qualcomm. I had a Qualcomm trade, and I had a First Solar play. Just bring it up 1 second. Thinkorswim has been lagging all day. And it's kind of funny. I've heard a lot of reports, checking on different streams and sort of listening on the up-to-date forums and chats. Thinkorswim has been having just as I was talking about it. So that's
It's like
really
you're watching our stream.
yeah. It's it's not normal. And today is a special day. It's quadruple witching. So you have monthly futures contracts ending today. You have monthly options contracts ending today. Today was a monthly expiration, Friday. You have futures expirations. You have there were two others, I believe. Let me take a look. But Thinkorswim, yeah, has been a little tough. Let me show you the First Solar. Yeah, so there we go. Very busy today. Very, very busy today.
Same.
What are we behind? Yeah, okay. So, First Solar. Can you look up quadruple witching?
Yeah.
Real quick. Or like on your Surface. Yeah. So there were 4 separate expirations today, and I believe it only happens once a quarter.
Yeah.
And 8, if I'm not mistaken, 8 of the last 9 have all been bullish days. Today being a very bearish day, it really breaks from the norm we've seen the last 2 or 3 years. So I'm sure a lot of traders got caught with their pants around their ankles today, getting hit. So we started the day.
Yeah. Equity futures contracts,
Yeah.
options and individual equities.
Yep.
Option contracts on equity futures,
Yep.
and options on equity.
Okay, there you go. So quadruple witching. And most of those have been bullish. We're seeing a bearish day. So, started the day. I put on another SPY contract. Our last stream, I closed, if you guys remember, I closed an SPY contract right after the bell at like 4:03 p.m.
Yeah.
I closed out of a $8 wide iron condor I had on SPY. It was a little bit bearish. It had a bearish tilt, and we were getting a little bit of a sell-off. We got a little bit of a volatility contraction. So I sold out of my SPY contract for, I think it was 9% profit overnight.
Okay.
Just around 10%. So I sold out of that one. And in the meantime, yesterday I put on a new one. Same, 15 delta to the downside, 20, I think it was like 21 delta to the upside. So again, a little bit of a bearish skewed $8 wide iron condor on SPY. And this morning, I put it on for $2.48, I believe. So that was in SPY. A lot of trades.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
SPY. What's going on here? I think your swim is good. Okay, so I put it on yesterday, Thursday, midday, for $2.48 credit.
Yeah.
This morning, I was taking a walk around the park. Took a little break from, it was around 10:20, 10:15. Took a break from the market. I was walking around the park. I still had my phone on me. So one of the reasons I use the Thinkorswim app is because of the mobile interface. It's so user-friendly.
Yeah.
It's easy to see what I'm doing. It's easy to close trades. It's easy to put on new trades.
Yeah.
So I saw that my SPY Condor was trading for $2.20, which would represent a 28-cent profit. My target when I entered, $2.48 credit, I'm looking at around $1.40 profit. Looking to collect around 50% of the credit, close it for a profit, and overnight we get another one of those 10%. We get an IV contraction, and I end up showing a 10% P&L profit overnight.
Yeah.
So I closed out of it, 10% overnight of max credit.
Yeah.
It was about 5% of buying power reduction. Give me 1 second, guys. A little bit of
This is a
a
demonstration
technical
of
difficulty.
Wirecast.
Camera's still on.
We're lagging. Oh yeah, just
No, that's the real time. No.
okay. So we were showing 10% profit, closed out, 5% of buying power reduction, overnight profit, pretty solid trade. So I closed out of it. I closed out of it.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And I put on a new trade in SPY a little bit later for another $2.48 credit. I'm looking to collect around a third of the width of the wings, so just around in that neighborhood. Ivy expanded again later in the day. Put on a new $8 wide bearish iron condor skew on SPY, and we have that rolling now. I believe I put it on for 248. I believe it's trading right now. It's trading now. Let's see. So we put it on for $2.48 credit.
This is a demonstration of
one,
Wirecast.
if I were to close it now, $2.58. So we're down about $10 on that SPY trade. And I believe, yeah, so going into power hour, that last 30 minutes or so of the market catching a bid and up, 0.5%, eating at some of those losses for the day, sort of are going against my bearish iron condor.
Yeah.
We have our shorts on the upside,
of Wirecast.
398. So again, I did it at the 15 delta on the downside, 25 delta on the, or 20 delta on the upside. So a little bit bearish. So it's the short call on the upside, trading for $3.15 when I put it on. It's now trading for $3.60. So that's a 40 cent loss, 45-cent loss on that one.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Here. Yeah, that's what's hitting it. No big deal. We have on the call side 398. So trading for 384. So we still have 12 points to the upside. Nothing to do. It's still a very nice trade. Just put it on. Dipping back into the SPY well. Since I was 3 for 3 on SPY. Try to keep the streak going.
Yeah.
This is a demonstration
Still like it.
of Wirecast.
What else did I do? Bought some Disney shares. Disney has been getting hit pretty hard the last couple days, so I bought some more shares. Love my Disney position. First Solar. So those two trades I mentioned that basically have been going against me the entire time. I finally got a chance to roll them for a credit today. Huge sell-off in First Solar and a huge sell-off in Qualcomm. So here, let's take a look.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Yeah, super slow, Thinkorswim. But I also put on a new trade in Netflix. Another broken wing butterfly. Love those. So Qualcomm, FSLR, and First Solar. Oh, I have First Solar here already.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Meta, don't get me started with Meta. Okay. Yeah. So big sell-off today. You saw it today. First Solar was trading, opened the day at 160, I had a short call spread at 150, 155.
Mhm.
So basically getting hammered the entire length of my contract.
This is a
I finally got a
demonstration
chance
of
to roll it
Wirecast.
today. Huge sell-off.
Yep.
Again,
Right
walking in the park.
there. Yeah.
I caught it right here, right in the middle of my two strikes, 150, 155. Once the actual price of the underlying is around in the center of your strikes, is when you'll be able to roll for a credit. When the extrinsic value on the short is greater than the extrinsic value on the long. So right around this time, I rolled it to the December 30th cycle,
Wirecast.
and I flied it off. So I sold a short put spread on the 150 strike. So now I have a $5 wide iron fly for solar, reduced my cost basis.
Yeah.
And I finally got to roll that trade for a credit. Very happy with that. Had to be super patient. Expiration was today. So I was either rolling it for a credit today or taking a loss.
Yep.
Super happy I rolled for a credit. Reducing cost basis again.
This is a demonstration
Same thing with
of
Qualcomm.
Wirecast.
Qualcomm was trading, so this is Qualcomm the last 30 days. So, oh, sorry about that. Give me 1 second here. Qualcomm, I put on a short call spread. Again, 2 short call spreads going against me the last 30 days. We were pretty bullish for the last 30 days, but these 2 stocks in particular did not participate in any of the bear sell-offs.
This
Basically
is
the
a
entire month.
demonstration
So I
of
had the whole market
Wirecast.
going down, and my 2 stocks that I have short delta in, 2 option contracts with short delta, just stayed up. So I was basically getting hammered the entire time. Finally got a sell-off. Finally got to roll both of these for a credit. And I want to show, there you go, end of the day. Yeah, so I had a roll I was trying to do in Meta. Those got canceled. End of the day. So here,
This is a
I want to just show
demonstration
when I
of
entered the
Wirecast.
contract. Beautiful. Okay, so Qualcomm sold off going into November. It had a couple days of just crazy strength, and I sold a short call spread at the 112, 114 strikes. So almost immediately I was taking heat. Right here, I'm taking heat. It starts to come back,
This is a demonstration
and
of
I still
Wirecast.
like to trade. I'm bearish in general on Qualcomm, and it just rips my face off again. Basically, the entire month of November into December, it's trading. My call spread is in the money the entire time.
Mhm.
Finally, today we get a pretty hefty sell-off into. So it's sort of almost again right in the middle of my 2 strikes. So I have a 112, 114. It's a little bit closer to my long, so I didn't get quite as much credit. In fact, I got no credit to roll the call side. And again, I flied this one off, put a short put spread at the 112 strike, and I got, I believe, a 40-cent credit for that combination. So $2 wide, collecting another 40 cents, not increasing my risk at all, helping my break even, reducing my cost basis by collected 40 cents. So I reduced my cost basis by 20% just by this roll, moved it to the next expiration, and now it's a successful trade.
Yeah.
So very busy. These 2 trades, I don't want to talk about it too much right now, but I put in an advanced order on these 2. So because I had already 2 legs, I had to put in another 2 legs just to roll that one side. To fly it off, it would have to be a 6-leg trade. And you're only allowed to do 4 legs at a time in one order.
Wirecast.
So I didn't want to fill one side and get screwed on the other side. So I put in an advanced order where when one triggers, it automatically triggers the next one. And if that next one can't be triggered, it doesn't trigger the first one.
Okay.
So it's like, even though it's 6 legs, it's one order.
Yeah.
So I don't get potentially screwed in a big sell-off or a big either way.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I just figured that feature out the last couple of weeks. I've been using it. Use it twice for Qualcomm, and it's been working out.
This is
So,
a demonstration
good two
of
trades.
Wirecast.
You made some trades early. You bought some more Ethereum.
I did, yeah. I doubled some when it shot down. I doubled down and, brought my dollar cost average down. I think it was a trace, so it gives me a chance to either get out even,
Mm-hmm.
or if it, continues on the slight bull run that it's on, then at least it gives me a better DCA. So, either way, it's not, I like my position that I'm in on it, even if I'm negative a little bit right now. It's still a good entry point. That's what we did. We made
This
some
is a
money
demonstration
short term
of
with the highs and
Wirecast.
the swing highs and the lows.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, we're gonna ride it out a little bit longer. I also, we already covered. I bought the MO, and
Yes, we did cover that.
bought DSR, the digital reality
DLR.
DLR.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, I don't think, on stream.
Oh,
We did
okay.
mention a little bit DLR, I think.
Yeah, so
But-
I did
so
end
you
up buying
finally
DLR.
bought
So we can pull that one
Yeah,
up.
so actually I want to just real quick, I ended the day up $61.
Mm-hmm.
So solid
This is a
day.
demonstration
That's
of
pretty good.
Wirecast.
1.5% on the total portfolio.
Yeah.
And it took some work. I was very active today.
Yeah.
Bought some more gold. Bought some Ford.
Bought gold and nice. Okay.
Yeah, I bought some more gold. I
Yeah.
want to put a Zebra on gold, but it's very expensive. I want to put a call Zebra. I'm very bullish on gold.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a second and look at that chart I was showing you, the gold chart.
Yeah.
But so go ahead. What are you doing?
Yeah.
DLR.
You can keep talking about gold.
This is a
I'm
demonstration
diving
of
into gold right now.
Wirecast.
Okay, all right. So yeah, gold. I'm looking right now. My vehicle for gold at the moment is GLD,
Mm-hmm.
which is a gold ETF. There's a couple vehicles you can go about fulfilling your bullish bias in gold.
Yeah.
So you can buy bullion, which you like to do.
Yeah. He missed my joke about diving into gold, but because I'm going treasure hunting next week.
Oh, that's right. You are going treasure hunting.
Yes. So
This is a
I'm going to be
demonstration
trying to
of
acquire
Wirecast.
actual gold.
Some gold doubloons.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Pescudos, also known as pescudos. In Spain.
Sounds fun.
Straight from Spain.
Now, are those numismatic?
Yes.
Do-
Very numismatic.
So they have more value than actual weight.
in gold. Yes. So they're actual pure gold coins from the 1715 wreck, and so there was. We won't go
Off the
into it
coast of
too much.
Florida.
Yeah, we won't go into it too much, but pretty much back then, there was a big war going on,
Sure.
and
This is a
Europe couldn't
demonstration
get
of
all the taxes
Wirecast.
that they were collecting from the New World
Sure.
because they were afraid that all their ships would get robbed.
Okay.
So they were holding all these taxes over and over and over
Mhm.
until the war was ended.
Because of pirates.
Yeah. So once the war was ended, he was dying to have all his gold, so he put all of his gold into 12 ships and sent them off for to go to Europe. And on its way, even though they knew a hurricane was coming, they said, screw it, I want my gold. And the hurricane crashed 11 out of the 12 ships. Only one ship made it back to Europe.
Great.
So
This
all
is
those
a
crashed off the
demonstration
coast
of
of Florida.
Wirecast.
Okay.
And,
And you're going treasure hunting.
Yes, if you know the beach called Treasure Beach, a little in between Port St. Lucie, that's why
Okay.
it's called Treasure Beach, because a lot of
Okay.
people just walk and they're like, oh, there's a gold ring with emeralds on it. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So yeah, one of those coins are actually worth anywhere from 15,000 to 250,000.
Okay. So very numismatic.
Okay.
Worth more than the weight of the actual gold piece.
Yeah, it's just the story behind it is just so good,
Okay.
so it adds a lot of sentimental value to it.
This
And
is
yeah,
a demonstration
Okay,
of
all right, so-
Wirecast.
Another vehicle you can go about having a bullish bias.
Yep.
You can wade through the waters of Treasure Beach
yeah, exactly.
and collect gold.
Yeah.
You can just buy regular gold bullion at a pawn shop
Mhm.
or anywhere else you find gold.
Yes.
You can buy gold futures contracts. There's minis, there's micros, so the barrier of entry isn't that crazy. Or you can buy any number of gold ETFs.
This is a
GLD is the
demonstration
main
of
one.
Wirecast.
It's actual gold bullion. There are some gold ETFs that are actually backed by physical gold.
Yeah.
So Sprout is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one.
Those are good. Yeah, they have actual. They hold all
Yeah,
the
it's
gold reserves.
so it's the one like backing. So that one, we'll take a look at that, and we'll take a look at GLD. a lot of alerts on First Solar that were triggered. So First Solar, I'm walking around the park and I know basically where
This
First
is a
Solar,
demonstration
the underline,
of
needs to
Wirecast.
be for me to be able to roll. So I'm setting alerts as it's getting closer, and I keep checking, and it's finally triggered my final alert.
Yeah.
Finally triggered my last alert, and I rolled it. I was so happy. Basically that entire trade, I was in the money. Right after earnings, I put a short call spread. First Solar dived after market, and before the next day opened, I was in the money on the upside. So huge moves. I got whipsawed hard
Yeah.
in
This
First
is a
Solar,
demonstration of
and
Wirecast.
finally got a sell off. Finally participated in the sell off. Good roll.
That's pretty good.
Super
yeah.
happy.
Good opportunity at the last moment.
Yeah. So take a look at the gold ETFs. GDX is a gold miner ETF. So if you want to get exposure into gold mining, GLD is the regular gold ETF. PHYS, Sprout, I believe,
This is a demonstration
is one of the
Wirecast.
physical gold-backed ETFs, and CEF is another one.
Okay.
So CEF actually is gold and silver backed. So it's both in one.
Okay.
So if you're looking to get exposure into silver as well, and you don't want to go to SLV, which is the other gold, silver ETF, not backed by actual silver, plenty of ways to play out your bullish bias in gold or silver, in the precious metals. So let's take a look at gold. Technically,
This is a demonstration
we have a pretty
of Wirecast.
crazy sort of confirmation or rejection playing out in gold right now. So gold, let's
critical
take a
swing
look.
point.
Yeah, so gold, we'll take a look. Man, it's super slow. It's a good thing I was on my phone all day. I'd be really annoyed.
Yeah.
Jesus, people were having trouble getting filled. People couldn't close out of their buys. They couldn't get into new trades. A lot of weird stuff.
This is a
Yeah,
demonstration
Quadruple
of
riches. Is it a
Wirecast.
scam? Are they trying to get you? Are you on the losing side or the profitable side of the scam?
Pause your contracts getting sent in by like a couple seconds. To get
Exactly.
better prices. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
does happen.
It does happen. So let's take a look at the quick chart. This opens up a bit. This thing is. Okay.
This
So
is a
GLD.
demonstration of Wirecast.
So in the 3-year chart, see, we already kind of have it here set up.
Okay.
The last year, starting in March of this year, pretty sizable sell-off in gold. So breaking through a lot of support points, not really caring too much. You see it
This
bounce
is a
off here,
demonstration of
a little bit of a
Wirecast.
retracement.
When was the other all-time high?
So I don't think this is all
Or
this
chart.
in this chart. Yeah. So
Seemed to have double top.
Yeah,
And then that's
so
when it started down.
that was the middle of 2021. So about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
So standard double top, right?
Yep.
Pretty hard pivot to the downside.
Mm-hmm.
Got cut up here at a support point,
This
a little
is
bit of a
demonstration
resistance
of Wirecast.
again, and a sell-off and a breakdown. Here we see
A little bit of a double bottom
a little bit of a double bottom.
where it turns around.
Yeah, September of this year. Retracement, double bottom into the start of November, and crazy double bottom breakout. So confirming this double bottom in the yearly 3-year chart on the
This
two-day
is a demonstration
candles.
of Wirecast.
Hard to the upside. Let's see if I can. Second. 3-year 2-day, 1-year 1-day. Okay, a little better. So here. Yeah. Triple bottom actually in the year.
Yeah.
For the day. And breakout. little bit of a retracement to the neckline here, right
This is
there.
a demonstration of Wirecast.
Another breakout, and back retesting that neckline support with a distance between the bottom and the neckline of about 7-8 points, top to bottom. You see that 8-point top getting a pretty hard and fast rejection. That was
This is a
222 a
demonstration
couple
of
days ago.
Wirecast.
That was on the 13th. And here we are now in sort of a no man's land. Are we going to test this neckline and break down and basically end this year-long triple bottom? Or are we going to retest, bounce back, and have another break through this top of the neckline?
This is a demonstration
Well, actually,
of
the
Wirecast.
neckline to the bottom, that 8-point wide, and break out again past the 170 mark.
This is a good time to look at and study every the individual candles within the last couple of weeks.
Exactly. So
To kind of see the
we're in the
micro
daily. I wanted to get into the
economics.
daily.
Yeah.
That's why I switched to the 1-year chart. I wanted to get to the daily candles. Yeah. So we're right in the middle of a confirmation or a rejection.
This
Mhm.
is a demonstration
We're
of
trading in the
Wirecast.
166, 167 handles. 160 is the breakdown and ending the triple bottom. That's that 160, right around there.
Yeah.
This line is a little crooked. Let me fix that. I think you made this up.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
This one.
Can I move it down personally or no?
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's a little bit higher,
Yeah.
the actual neckline, but you get the point.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to break through this top side 170, or are we breaking down below 160 in the next 2 weeks?
So I mean, if I
This
would have
is a
saw it
demonstration of
get a little
Wirecast.
bit more rejection here,
Mm-hmm.
I would at least given it more of like a W pattern at least, coming from the downwards, coming from a bearish trend. So I mean, overall, it looks like it already broke through. Doesn't look like it had too much momentum when it did break through. But I mean, it does look like it seems like it's very hungry for to go up a little bit more.
So you see a confirmation in this
This is a demonstration
1 year
of Wirecast.
downward trend triple bottom reversal. You see a confirmation of that in the next to end the year.
End the year,
Yes.
yeah, I think it's to end the year, I believe. To end the year, that's a little harder. For the next couple of weeks, I feel personally it would trade a little bit more sideways.
Well, we have
This is
2 weeks
normal.
less, 2 weeks in the year.
Yeah, exactly. For the next 2 weeks, I mean, I feel like this is where like the market's a little confused.
Super strong today.
Yeah,
Very strong today. The strongest
This is a
underlying in the
demonstration of
market, basically.
Wirecast.
Netflix was okay. Netflix was pretty strong all day. But gold, and even the gold futures, stayed bid all day. It did not participate in this downswing at all today.
yeah, I would
Which is
think
what you
that
wanna
right
see.
now, just because it's such a pivotal point. Normally, in these pivotal points, it kind of trades sideways a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So at least if we're talking about like a 2 week span, or very more of a
You want a little
microscopic view,
consolidation.
yeah, this is going to be a little. I feel like it's going to be trading a little bit more sideways, probably.
You're looking for a sideways consolidation
This is a
before you make your
demonstration
final
of
choice.
Wirecast.
In should we get long in the mid 160s? Should we wait for a 160 bounce?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we do it now to prepare for the 170 breakthrough?
In these kind of situations, I mean,
You want a little consolidation first.
yeah, I wanted to see what the market decides it wants to do before I make a move. You know what I mean?
So wait on my 100 delta call zebra in gold because I'll go 100 delta long right now.
This is a
I have
demonstration
the
of
play safe.
Wirecast.
I think so, yeah, because you're not looking at there's not much of a downside from you waiting, and you're still participating in the upside if you're correct.
There's no downside to waiting.
Yeah.
You're not going to have the fear of missing out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it goes up a little bit and goes above this W pattern and shoots towards the bullish,
Yeah,
bullish
170 and a half is fear of missing out.
yeah,
If it breaks through that 170, it's time to get it.
exactly.
So you have no
This is
problem
a
waiting.
demonstration of
You're only
Wirecast.
gaining by sitting on your hands and just monitoring this gold play.
Absolutely, yeah, I think so, because if it
Doesn't
goes up a
cost you
little bit
anything
more
to
and it
wait.
breaks these resistance lines, and it
Yeah.
goes through pretty solidly,
170
with
is a
hunger,
big one.
yeah,
Yeah, with some momentum and some volume.
yeah, then that's when it shows you a sign to get in, and you can sit down and wait for that. If you go in now, it can kind of go in either way, up or down. I mean,
This is a demonstration.
pretty much,
of
yeah. What I'm saying is, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. There's better
And if you put in,
opportunity to wait and try to get it, figure out where the market is, so you know how you feel on the entry point.
so if you put in a 2-week zebra and it trades sideways, you're not really gonna make money. You could end up showing some losses with the 2-week expiration. Zebras in general, when you're getting 100 delta stock replacement strategy, it sort of loses its value nearing expiration. The risk to reward
This
as
is
you're
a
getting closer to
demonstration of
expiration that
Wirecast.
last week
Yeah,
or the last couple days doesn't really play out in your favor. So you could do a 45-day, a longer expiration stock replacement. It's going to cost you some more, cost you that couple extra weeks to rent that stock to participate in the upside. But you give yourself some management opportunities. In the meantime, if it does trade sideways, you won't be showing a loss.
yeah, and
Or wait, not tie up that buying power while it could trade sideways for a couple days,
This
or,
is a
go down.
demonstration of
or go down,
Wirecast.
or retest that 160 for
Mhm.
sure. No reason to take up that buying power. It's going to be close to $1,000 in buying power.
When you don't really have a confirmed directional bias
Yeah.
to go with.
And a rejection would just be disastrous for you, Zebra.
Yeah. So I mean, if you wait out, maybe you're missing out on a little bit, but you're gonna still probably be able to participate in the overall bullish trend. That's
Again, this is
playing out.
This is the year chart.
Yeah.
So no reason to tie up $1,000 in buying power.
This is
Mhm.
a demonstration
couple
of
days.
Wirecast.
Other ways to play out buying power or stay liquid, which is pretty much what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Going into the end of the year, trying to pick my spots very, very seldom. I want to be very spot on with my limit prices. I don't want to give up any pennies to the market because there's no reason right now. If I see a trade, if I see high implied volatility, if I feel like I'm getting premium compensation for my risk that I'm taking on,
This
I'll put on the
is a
trade.
demonstration
Otherwise,
of Wirecast.
no harm in staying liquid. Doesn't cost you money to hold your USD right now.
Yeah. And as we're talking to, I'm looking a little bit more into each individual candle and each individual situation over the last couple of weeks. And I mean, there's solid buying. There's more buying power than you see within the last couple of years.
Pressure.
Yeah, exactly. More buying pressure than you see within the last year. When it does have green candles.
It's a little bit of a low volume here.
Yep. But
relatively low.
This is a
these red
demonstration
candles
of
are still
Wirecast.
showing a lot of hunger
Mm-hmm.
and showing a lot of
Hunger for a reversal into
Yeah.
the upside.
yeah.
Showing a lot of bullish hunger. Even though they're red candles, see, this is, something super important why we use candles. You can see the personality of the candles.
Mm-hmm.
These are red candles, but
But look
they're
at how hungry it is.
it's a hungry red candle to the upside, looking for a pivot. There's
Mhm.
a lot of as you said, buying pressure, a lot of support in these red candles.
Mm-hmm.
And you
right here,
and
see
these
it.
the upside
Demonstration of
candles,
Wirecast.
there's almost no selling pressure.
Closes off. It goes down. Maybe there's a couple selling pressure, but it goes right back up. Same here with these big bodies that you see. It's normally it goes up.
Yeah, real
it
small
closes
wicks
there.
real small wicks to the downside.
Yeah. So I mean, it is a little hungry on the bullish side. But at the same time, it's just best to for me personally, I would like to see it break down towards a certain direction. That way, I can confirm
Mhm.
the trend line a little bit more, and then I would play it out.
It should trade within the range
Demonstration of
for the next
Wirecast.
couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If we see solid consolidation, we'll jump in. If we see a confirmation of our bullish trend, we'll jump in.
Jump in.
Until then, doesn't cost you anything to wait.
Yeah.
Find other place.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We have it saved,
Mhm.
ready to go. Might have to mess around with the strikes by the time we actually put it in.
Yeah.
Just to maximize on our entry point.
Mm-hmm.
But
This is a
all good.
demonstration
We're happy
of
with that.
Wirecast.
super happy with my day today. Made some money.
Yeah.
Got out of some trades that were annoying me for the last couple weeks. Rolled for credits. Put on new trades. Closed for profits. What else can you hope for in a day?
Yeah, no, you're right. Also, another one I wanted to go over real quick. It was a DLR.
Yeah, DLR, yeah. Digital Realty.
Yep.
So we were talking about REITs on
This
Wednesday.
is a demonstration of
By the way,
Wirecast.
REITs sold off hard today. So if you were looking for an entry point for the long term in O or AHH, any of the REIT stocks, today is a good day.
This is REIT.
This is a REIT,
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the REITs sold off today.
Yep.
So
Which is kind of why I got into it. I liked the position. I liked how it looked altogether. The entry point. Like I was saying, I was very conflicted between whether I wanted to get into DLR or
This is a
Iron Mountain.
demonstration of
Yes,
Wirecast.
you mentioned
And
that.
I like DLR a lot more just because of how it looks compared to Iron Mountain.
Yeah, so all the REITs sold off and caught a bid hard at the end of the day. So, yeah, today was a day to get long REITs if you were patient and waited to around midday
Mm-hmm.
to sort of either DCA a little bit deeper into REITs or just start your position.
This is a demonstration
Today was the
of
day.
Wirecast.
You were patient.
No, that was exactly it. I like the overall, the
You were
macro
rewarded.
look.
Yeah.
It looks like a good entry point for a long-term perspective, and on the microscopic view,
Uh-huh.
it looked like a good entry point for for a short-term entry point.
Yes.
So I mean, both situations, I'm happy. I feel like it's a good entry point for whether I want it to be short-term or long-term. I do want to be long-term on this, but
Yes.
it just makes me even happier that even in a microscopic,
Yes.
microeconomic situation, I got a good entry point.
Quarterly
This is a
dividends.
demonstration
I mean,
of
no, sorry, monthly
Wirecast.
dividends.
I didn't get O though.
Yeah.
I don't think I have. But yeah, DLR,
Quarterly.
yes. I didn't want to be slow. This is the day 1 minute for today. Yeah,
Yes.
minute by minute for today. So yeah, I believe I got it in around
This is
like
a
12 o'clock,
demonstration
somewhere
of
around there.
Wirecast.
So around here is when I joined. Missed this all-time low, but I was waiting out anyways. Once I saw this going down,
Daily.
down, daily, yeah. Once I saw it going down, I was like, let me wait it out. I know I want to get in around now. If we look at a wider span, look at the 28th. So yeah, I mean, even in a macro
Yeah, you picked a good spot.
overview, it's a really good entry point. Go out a little bit more to the 90-day.
This is
So,
a
I mean, we can see
demonstration of
before
Wirecast.
going for about 130.
Yeah, 135
Mm-hmm.
towards the middle of this year.
Hit a low
Yeah,
at around
REITs have had a
85.
tough go in general for the last year, so this yearly chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, REITs have had a tough go.
So,
So-
I mean, it went here, turned around, had a nice little pivot point. Nice little
I watched
support
105.
line. Well, yeah,
100?
around there, yeah. A little over 102. Right over. Went down, bounced right back up,
This is a
coming down a little bit,
demonstration
and
of
I
Wirecast.
just like the support line. I like getting in here. If it breaks down a little bit more, I mean, if it shoots down, it shoots down. What can you do?
Yeah.
But overall, on a micro and macro look, I like the
a
entry
good
point.
price.
Yeah.
You're getting
I'm
those
below-
quarterly dividends.
Yep, and I'm kind of below the support line, right? I'm a little below the support line. I believe so. I don't know my exact price, but I believe I got in like maybe around here, which is a little under here, in 101. So I mean, I
This is
like
a
it. I like the
demonstration
overall
of
position,
Wirecast.
and this is going to be a long-term goal for me. And yeah, cashing
Cool.
on the dividends. Here we go.
Very cool, very cool. Pretty hefty dividends. DLR
Mm-hmm.
REIT is at in the high 6-7%. Is it a little less? Maybe 4% dividend yield yearly.
Yeah,
Pretty solid in the REITs category.
it does
So,
show
yeah.
a good amount of. I mean, if there's a little bit of resistance here in the $110 mark line. It seems to keep pushing that limit and getting rejected. But
This is a demonstration
overall,
of Wirecast.
Not too much volume when it hit those resistance points. So
yeah, true.
not a lot of
Which is-
volume.
Which is a good sign. And I mean, yeah, I think it's a good reversal point. Shows all the signs of having a healthy reversal at this moment. And I like being in on it for a long-term position.
Cool. Very cool. Very important to have long-term positions.
Just a portfolio builder.
That's it. Portfolio building.
Yeah, we have this here in Thinkorswim,
This
but
is a
the
demonstration
Robinhood
of
account, like I said, it's just
Wirecast.
going to be stocks for long term and what is it? Place it and forget it. Kind of
Set it and forget
set
it.
it and forget it. It's going to be set it and forget it. So I'm going to buy some good long positions, have my portfolio spread around, nice and diversified, and just have it collect yearly.
Very cool.
And then have this for terms and actively trade.
Scalping, options contracts,
Yeah.
day trading,
all those kind of things. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
swing trading.
Being more
This is a
active in management.
Active
demonstration
trading,
of
yeah.
Wirecast.
Excellent. Very good. We are just about at time.
Yep.
1 hour long stream.
Yeah,
That was good.
that was pretty good. I'm good with how today was a good day.
A lot of
altogether.
information.
Yep.
Happy with my day. Very busy.
A lot of managing.
A lot of managing. I put on a couple new trades, but mostly managing, closing out that SPY trade, which was awesome. Two SPY trades in a row, overnight 10%ers.
Yeah, that's solid.
Gotta just keep getting in right.
This is a
Always
all about
demonstration
entry.
Of Wirecast.
All about entry. If you have a solid entry and a solid target, management is mechanical.
Yep.
And you don't have to worry about it.
Make
Just
a couple points in a short,
Yeah.
short span of time. And
super important to be quick with your analysis. To not harp and not overanalyze entry points, managements, exit points. To have a solid strategy built in so that you can scale.
Yep.
Put on more trades per day. Close more trades per day. Ring the register more times per day.
Yep.
Managements, even
This is a
managements.
demonstration
Get those
of Wirecast.
Get those new trades, get those new orders, close them out, manage them. It's important to be quick. It's important to be correct, not mess around being quick, not have a messed up entry point, a messed up exit point, botch a management opportunity,
Yeah.
not overtrade,
Yeah.
but be quick with it.
Be
Don't,
patient, but
don't
be
mess
patient,
about.
but be active.
don't mess about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be patient, but be active.
And be concise.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for joining us.
We appreciate it.
Of
This
course.
is a
We don't have a cool
demonstration
sign-off
of
yet.
Wirecast.
Not yet. No, we gotta think of one.
We do have to think of one.
Something witty.
Something witty.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll come up with something witty next time.
Yeah. For now, hope you guys make money.
I hope you guys make money.